So I've just taken delivery of my pedestal from GLB. So I thought I would just open it up with everyone. Let's see what we think. I have actually had it half out, and then I thought I would put it back in to show you. So I'll grab it back out and let's have a look. So there we go. We have all the pieces. They're quite thin, but actually I think it's one of these things, once you bolt it all together, then it'd be right. Looks a perfect Boeing colour. And then in here, I've got lots of nuts and bolts to put it together. And then I also bought the kit with it because on this back panel, I think when that one's stood up like that, it has fuses, if you remember rightly, and also a microphone input and something else. I can't remember what it is. So that's, and the nice thing is on the earlier ones that I saw, they weren't drilled, but they are now pre-drilled. So you don't have to do any of that. And then stick these on. So right, I'll start putting it together. Back in a minute. So I just opened that packaging, and obviously I've got the instructions here, relatively simple, but just wanted to show you, it's a nice touch here. So they've got obviously colour match, so we've got white ones here, we've got dark grey ones, we've got different style screws, also dark grey, and the same as those, but the off-white colour, and then the box of nuts. So when I put it together, it should mean everything looks very nice and in tune with the appropriate bit we're connecting. Right, let's get to work. Okay, so literally 5 minutes in, and the first bolts of the frame are in. So here, this here is to house the fire panel, which goes obviously on the front here, and I can put my temporary fire panel in its proper box. And then I can see there's this bit on the top, which is obviously going to go around the top, which should provide the strength. So let's carry on. Okay, still doing good. So that's the main part of the box. Very easy to do. Very nice colour-coded bolts. I do like the little touches. It's excellent. Right, and I've got to put the top rail on. Back in a minute. There we go. Easy peasy, top rail on. So I think before I do anything with the mid rails, I'm going to add the accessory packs so because I can get my hand fully in the back. Right, let's go. So there we go, 30 minutes in, and you can see these beautiful, which came in the pack, pre-drilled holes, easy peasy to stick on. It looks fantastic. So now on to the mid rails. So there we are. Well, I've got to say, yeah, it looks amazing. Put the mid rails on the top, easy to do. And overall, it looks great. Yeah, let's just take a little walk around. You can see the fire panel on the front. The only comment I would make is that they put the hole on the front, but actually the throttle quadrant butts up to the fire panel. So I think actually what I'm going to do is drill some holes in the bottom here, because obviously there's a gap, yeah, there's a space, and then probably drill some holes through the bottom of the throttle quadrant. So because I like my wires to be hidden, so that's just a slightly strange one, but I've got to say overall when it first arrives it looks, I think as you saw, quite thin, but I tell you, once it's all bolted together it is solid. I've seen a couple of videos before made a few years ago, and perhaps that's why the reviews are good, because they were a bit critical. It was the wrong colour, it was pure white. These mid rails weren't all quite the same length, so you ended up with a bit of distorting. That is all sorted. So hats off to you, Jeremy. If you want to QR his code or just Google GLB flight products, then you'll find him. You've listened, you've done a really super job. So well done. I'm actually going to carry on now, and I'm going to add the panels on the top, which came from Sam at Cockpit Sim Parts, who I've bought a lot of my stuff, fabulous products. And Sam, credit to him, he recommended Jeremy. He doesn't make the pedestal, but he recommended the Jeremy and was confident that his panels will fit. So I'll go away now and I'll put the panels on, and then I'll finish off the video, show you what it looks like afterwards. Cheers. So here we are, everyone.
GLB flight products, Pedestal from Jeremy. My goodness, it looks fantastic. So the pedestal's put together, and although it's quite thin when you look at it, I can assure you, once it's all together, it is sturdy. My friend Ian Loom from SimBuild UK did a review on this a few years ago now and had some constructive criticism, shall we say. And one of the most important is that these mid rails, you can see where they're screwed on at the back, must be exactly the same size. I think with Ian's they weren't, so you end up with some distortion. These ones were absolutely spot on, so well listened. And also, if you see Ian's video, this was pure white, whereas now after Ian's comments, they've made it the correct colour. So I've got to say, it looks absolutely brilliant. One comment for you, Jeremy, here is, as I said, obviously you've got wires. Mine are going through the throttle, and but need to go into the pedestal. And at the moment in your design, the hole is in front of the fire panel. So obviously there's a throttle there. So 3 big holes below the fire panel, Jeremy, would be perfect in order for us to be able to get the cables in and out. The panels on top are from Sam at Cockpit Sim Parts. A lot of my MIP, etc. Overheads up here are Sam's. Absolutely terrific, and they fit beautifully into Jeremy's pedestal. So yeah, so there's not really a lot to say. One other comment though, Jeremy, this is your printer, as you know. Very nice. It's only a lookalike. It doesn't actually print, everyone. But it looks terrific. But Jeremy, it's the wrong RAL colour. Should be 7011, I think is the correct one. It's definitely darker. Even if you look on your website now, when I went to have a look back, it was darker. So luckily you can take it to bits. Quick respray, thank you, Sam. And it now matches all of the rest of the simulator. So Jeremy, top job. Sam, you continue to do fantastic products. So congratulations to both of you. I look forward now to flying my beautiful 737-800 sim. It's Boxing Day, so I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas day and look forward to catching up in the new year. Take care.